Not just a trade war, mate. It's a global cage match. Forget your average playground squabble. This ain't just about some tariffs here, some import quotas there. This, my friends, is a full-blown, no-holds-barred brawl for global dominance between the two heavyweights of the 21st century, China and the USA. Think Godzilla versus King Kong, but with more spreadsheets and less city smashing. Okay, maybe a little city smashing, metaphorically speaking, but you get the point. Both countries want to be top dog, the big cheese, the head honcho, and they're both willing to throw some serious economic punches to get there. This isn't some abstract geopolitical chess match either. This impacts you, me, and that bloke down the street who's really into collecting rubber ducks, because when these two economic titans clash, the ripples are felt in our wallets, our jobs, and even the apps we use on our phones. Buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get interesting. From trade spats to tariff tantrums, how we got here. This whole trade war didn't just erupt out of nowhere, though it might feel like it sometimes. It's been simmering for years, like a dodgy takeaway curry that's about to give you heartburn. See, ever since China joined the World Trade Organization back in 2001, they've been playing catch-up with the US in the global economy. And let me tell you, they've been catching up fast. Then comes 2018 and things really kick off. Trump, in his infinite wisdom, decides to slap tariffs on billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods, claiming unfair trade practices and intellectual property theft. China, not one to back down from a fight, retaliates with tariffs of their own. And just like that, we're off to the races. Folks, fast forward to today, and we've got a full-blown trade war on our hands. Tariffs on everything from soybeans to steel, trade negotiations that break down faster than a cheap lawnmower, and enough economic uncertainty to make even the most hardened stockbroker sweat. This ain't your granddad's trade spat, folks. This is the real deal. Red Dragon versus Uncle Sam. Two economic titans, two different playbooks. Now, to understand this trade war, you've got to understand the fighters. In this corner, we've got China, the world's factory floor. They've built their economic empire on churning out goods at breakneck speed and rock-bottom prices. State-controlled enterprises, massive government subsidies, you name it, they've got it. And in the other corner, we've got the good old US of A, the land of innovation, free markets, and enough lawyers to make your head spin. America's game is all about cutting-edge technology, intellectual property, and let's be honest, a healthy dose of good old-fashioned capitalism. The problem is these two approaches don't exactly play nice together. The US accuses China of stealing their intellectual property, playing fast and loose with trade rules, and generally not playing fair. China, meanwhile, argues that the US is just trying to hold them back and maintain its global dominance. It's a classic case of he said, she said, but with billions of dollars and the fate of the global economy hanging in the balance. Our Section 4, microchips and megabytes, the new battlefields of the trade war. These days, the trade war isn't just about soybeans and steel. Oh no, it's gone high-tech, baby. We're talking about the fight for dominance in the industries of the future. Artificial intelligence, 5G networks, and those little microchips that power pretty much everything these days. Take Huawei, for example. This Chinese tech giant was all set to become a global leader in 5G technology, but the US cried foul, claiming national security risks and slapping them with sanctions. Then there's TikTok, the app that's got everyone from your teenage niece to your grandma filming themselves doing silly dances. The US government raised concerns about data privacy and even tried to ban the app altogether. These are just a couple of examples of how the trade war is spilling over into the tech world, and it's only going to get more intense. Both China and the US know that whoever controls these key technologies will have a major leg up in the 21st century. So expect to see more battles over microchips, more software skirmishes, and enough tech jargon to make your head spin faster than a hard drive on overdrive. Section 5. Who's winning? It's like asking who'd win in a fight, a panda or an eagle. So who's winning this trade war, you ask? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's like trying to predict the winner of a fight between a panda and an eagle. Each has its strengths and weaknesses. China's got its massive manufacturing base, its Belt and Road Initiative, which is extending its economic influence across the globe, and a government that's willing to play the long game. The US, on the other hand, still boasts the world's most powerful military, a network of global alliances, and those all-important tech giants like Apple, Google, and Microsoft. The truth is, there are no easy answers. This trade war is a complex, ever-changing beast. It's a game of economic chess, with each side making strategic moves and counter-moves. And like any good chess match, it could be a long time before we see a clear winner. Section 6. From your wallet to world peace. Why this trade war matters to you. Now you might be thinking, John, this is all very interesting, but how does it affect me? I'm just trying to get through the day without spilling coffee on myself. And to that I say, fair point. But here's the thing, this trade war has real-world consequences for all of us. Remember those tariffs we talked about? Well, they drive up the price of goods, which means you end up paying more for everything from your morning cup of joe to that new smartphone you've been eyeing, and that's not all. The trade war is also disrupting global supply chains, leading to shortages of certain products and making it harder for businesses to operate. But here's the even bigger picture. This trade war isn't just about economics. It's about geopolitics, global influence, and the future world order. A world where China and the US are constantly at odds is a world that's more unstable, more unpredictable, and frankly, a lot less fun to live in. Section 7. So what now? Grab your popcorn, kids. It's going to be a bumpy ride. So what's the solution to this whole trade war mess? If I had a simple answer to that, I'd be writing this from my private island, not from behind this desk. The truth is, there's no easy fix. Both sides have dug in their heels, and neither seems particularly keen on backing down. What we need is some good old-fashioned diplomacy, a willingness to compromise, and maybe a few less tariffs thrown around like confetti at a birthday party. But until that happens, we're all along for the ride. So buckle up, Buttercup, because this trade war is far from over. The future is uncertain, the stakes are high, and the only thing we know for sure is that things are about to get a whole lot more interesting. And who knows, maybe, just maybe we'll all come out of this with a better understanding